18 in the Barclaycard English Premier League. Liverpool unbeaten in their last 8 here, now just 2 points off a Champions League spot. Sami Hyypiä returned to the heart of the home defence after missing the win over Everton through suspension. Igor Biscan picked up a back injury in that game, so the Finn was partnered by Jimmy Traore, and one further change, Elhaj Diouf replacing Milan Baros. Sean Bartlett returned from a thigh injury to start up front for Charlton. He partnered the recalled Kevin Lisbie as Jason Newell and Jonathan Johansson dropped to the bench. Richard Rufus returned to steady a defence that had leaked 9 goals in 3 games, Charlton mirroring their late-season collapse a year ago. Gerard Houllié's side were the first to claim a European spot this season, winning the League Cup. But the Champions League and not the UEFA Cup has always been the aim. Rob Palmer describes the action.
Hyypiä. Gerrard. Now Murphy with an awful lot of workspace. Owen takes defenders away. Murphy gives it to Duke. A one-on-one situation with Powell, who'll revel in this. Inside Powell, and a fair shot. Angles of Kylie, perfectly worked out. Elhaj Diouf by far the most successful of Gerard Houllié's summer signings last year. Heskey holds his defender at arm's length, gives it to Michael Owen. He's on fire at the moment. He's scored in his last 6 matches that he started in here at Anfield. He's never lost his belief in his abilities, even when he had a slow spell at the start of the season. Carragher to Murphy. Makes a very clever runs, but has to hold it up. Owen. It'll flick through. Can Heskey get there? Kylie was brave and solid. Very strong keeping from the Republic of Ireland international. Banana Reza is always thinking about his shot. Steven Gerrard looking for a deflection, and he almost got it. It's one of those occasions where you hit it in almost blindfold and hope that it'll skim off somebody's knee. It did, but Rufus got lucky. Murphy. Reza. Oh, some power was put behind that shot. Good wrists from Kylie. He tries to just tease it in when it fell for the big boot into the penalty area. Luke Young. The Reza shot that Kylie was fortunate to have a good view of. Hyypiä. Reza. Murphy. Jimmy Traore. Tangle gives the chance here for Charlton, which they take gleefully. Sean Bartlett could not believe his luck. Well, Jimmy Traore got himself in all kinds of problems. I'm not quite sure what he's done. He's injured himself as Bartlett goes away to celebrate. Standing on the ball, tried something spectacular, overstretched, and completely stretched his back line, and Bartlett gobbled up that opportunity. Crazy giveaway goal you will not see this season. Murphy for Carragher. Arman. Elhaj Diouf to Danny Murphy. Better movement this from Liverpool, and it was hit with just a touch too much venom for even Gerrard to get on the end of. The final 5 minutes of the game. Milan Baros. Now just stood his ground. Baros. That's the corner for Liverpool. Liverpool haven't lost at home in 8 matches at Anfield. These are low and hard. And Hyypiä's there! They'll take anything at the moment. A last-ditch equaliser. The skipper leads the way. They puffed and they've finally blown a hole in the wall of Charlton's defence. Jensen. York takes his time, and that came elbow of Sami Hyypiä. Fortune and Rufus up from the back. Fortune goes in, yawls down, a wonder save from Dudek. A game-saving save for the Polish international. Top draw. It was dipping just under the crossbar. Powell. Now Michael Owen. Glides inside. This is last-ditch stuff from Liverpool. Now or never on this afternoon. Gerrard takes his time, wants to be sure. Keeps driving, keeps going. Gerrard puts it in there. Oh, and a dreadful mistake gives Liverpool the win. Right on the 90-minute mark, Steven Gerrard will take that. Well, you have to say, it hasn't been a classic Liverpool performance, but they have shown a never-say-die attitude. This looked like a nothing move for Gerrard. It looked like he'd overrun the ball, but he refused to give up. He took on everybody, through defenders' legs and through the buttery fingers of poor old Dean Kiley. Misery at the Kop end. But Steven Gerrard, the Kop hero. Jensen with still a bit of defensive work to do for the home side. Charlton won't give up. They feel they deserve something here. Jensen, Sami Hyypiä in the way. And the men's performance, referee looks at his watch and Anfield celebrate. They're still under the shadow of the Champions League thanks to the heroics of that man, Steven Gerrard. Not the greatest goal he's ever scored, but one of the most important. It keeps Gerard Houllier's season alive when it did look as though the game had slipped away from them. It's Liverpool 2, Charlton 1.
This game practically sums up our season. A big blunder, we had some in the season, but character to come back through a difficult period, and that's what happened in the second half, and the energy to finish the game well. So I hope it's a good omen for the rest of the season.
5 minutes to go, and you know, you can sometimes feel hard done by, and I think we have been today because Jason had a great header to make it 2-1. I don't think anyone would have complained here if we'd have gone and won that 2-1.
The Saints chase their highest Premiership finish. That's after Steve Banyard's first roundup.
One change for Blackburn. Hakan Sukur returning in place of Dwight York for this derby match. JJ Okocha's stunning goal against West Ham had put Bolton 6 points clear of the Hammers near the bottom. Blackburn were only 4 behind Everton and still in the hunt for a UEFA Cup place. Damien Duff was sparkling from the outset. With the stakes high for both teams, it was billed as a Lancashire hot pot. Duff was cooking, but Bolton had seemingly gone off the boil. A contender for miss of the season. Cole hasn't scored a league goal since the turn of the year. Duff has tormented many a Premiership defence this season and was rampant. Unfortunately for Blackburn, Cole wasn't, but Graham Souness resisted the temptation to ring the changes. Despite the intense local rivalry, the match was played in a great spirit, fiercely fought by friendly faces. Maybe Van Campo needs to grow his hair a bit longer to reach those. The last time Bolton did win a top-flight game at Blackburn was 41 years ago. It didn't look like they were about to break that sequence. A great chance, but a tame shot from Gary Flitcroft. Blackburn had beaten all the top 4 this season. A point or better for Bolton would be regarded as a great result and edged them closer to safety. Mendy as close as anyone for Bolton, but Friedel had his near post covered. Rovers had made most of the running, but could either Cole or Sukur strike gold? Blackburn were left to rue a string of missed chances. It was just one of those days, but another vital point for Bolton.
To get anything at Blackburn is very difficult this year for anybody, and they've got the position in the table based on their own record and their home victories this year, so I'd have settled for a point before the game, and I'm very, very happy with the point at the end of it.
We've played very well today. We've bossed the game from the start to the finish. Had some very good chances, both in the first half and in the second half. And on another day, we win that game.
Ladies, if you're